Namaskar, scholars. Today I'm coming to you from Costa Rica, my place in Manzanillo. And our assignment this week was to be dedicating some space with essential oils in a topical application. So specifically, we were assigned to cover the oils we worked with last week, which were including jasmine, iris, and rose, as well as chambaka. And we also were given the option to work with sandalwood. I chose to not work with sandalwood just because we haven't studied it yet. I wanted to understand better the properties before I applied it to my body. And I chose of these oils to work specifically with rose. And the reason I chose rose has to do with some of its subtle qualities. Here in Costa Rica, it's very hot, the air is very humid, and there's a lot of stillness in the air as well. And this climate, this humid climate, has a lot of resonance with kapha energy, and a lot of the issues that come with kapha, feeling very heavy in the hot afternoons, feeling very stagnant, feeling very grounded as well, which is definitely a positive note. Rose has very light qualities and has the gunas of vata, and so this is why I particularly chose to work with rose. This information, by the way, of the gunas of rose as well as the qualities are coming from the monographs of my PH 230 course in Ayurvedic aromatherapy. So I wanted to give credit to these monographs. It's been super informative. I'm very grateful to have this now as a resource. I chose to use rose, and we were assigned specifically skin application, but we were suggested to apply directly to the stapani, which is the third eye seat, the Anja Chakra. And it was said that this is a marma point, and a text that we've been recommended is on marmatherapy, which is understanding these points along the body. I think it works similarly to the meridians, but essentially there's these points along the body called marma points, and whenever we use them for therapeutical massage, they have connections to neurons and can really help to stimulate the subtle energetic channels of the body through nerve stimulation. So the marma point that we recommended is the stapati. We were told to do it in a counterclockwise motion, and just gently massaging in a circular area. And then we were just told to innocently observe the effects of this oil. And immediately on application, I noticed the pleasant effect of just smelling something nice, just having the olfactory senses overwhelmed with something pleasant already brings a very pleasant experience outright through the consciousness. And then I am a transcendental meditator, so twice a day, every single day, I dedicate 20 minutes to meditation, so 40 minutes in total. And I definitely notice through regularity in practice that I have more tendencies to become profound in my meditations. But I think this particular meditation, after I applied the rose oil, was profound just because, and I mentioned this in the last video that I uploaded, but whenever you have and you're working with an essential oil, it's really incredible how so the sense of smell is super connected in the hypothalamus to the memory. And so whenever you have and you're working with an oil, the kind of beauty behind it is that it's working also with your memory. And so if you are a meditator, if you're not, I really recommend starting a practice. If you're a meditator, you know sometimes you'll sit down in meditation and your mind's function is to think, and its habit oftentimes is to wander. But whenever we have this oil, it's serving as an anchor. It's serving as a constant reminder of what you're doing and why you're doing it. And so just having this scent wafting down from my face kept me really grounded in my meditation, and it kept me feeling, again, these qualities of lightness, of vata, which is flow. And I found a really profound meditation, and I found that every time my mind started to drift, that spontaneously I couldn't help but notice this smell. And then once I noticed this smell, it brought me right back into center. And so it was working in this really profound level of just grounding me again and again and again. And I found myself super connected in this particular meditation, and I'm very grateful to be working with all these different oils. We, for our course, were required to get a set of 24 different oils, just a little sample of them. But even having just a very small amount, I've been learning all these different pathways of application, and even just having a very small amount, I find so much gratitude in my heart because I'm finding all these different ways of applying these oils and really the potency and the effects that they can have on the physiology. So I really wanted to highlight the gratitude that I feel for these practices and the awareness that it's really shifting in my mind and in my body. And this shift is constant, so I can't wait to continue experimenting and continuing to see how my physiology is affected and what really works with me and in my practice of enlightenment. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day.